Hey everyone and welcome to another Let's Max Warframe. Chroma Prime's finally roared his way into the game, and with it it's brought a few new weapons. In this video we're going to focus on the one I am most excited about, and that's the newest addition to our Prime snipers, the Rubico Prime. The original Rubico was introduced quite a while ago and was immediately a bit of a fan favourite, so a Prime was pretty much inevitable. Now it's here though, what does it look like stats wise? Well, it's got the third lowest burst damage of all the snipers, which only the standard Rubico and the original old Snipetron is just behind that. Let's be honest, not off to a particularly good start, but at least it's a buff off the base damage over the original, right? Well, that's not the only thing that's higher. 38% crit chance is the highest of all the snipers, as is the huge 3 times critical damage multiplier, although that is actually the same as the standard weapon. Add into that the higher status chance, higher fire rate, better reload speed, and you get the picture. It's a real nice upgrade over the original weapon. The other thing to take into account are the zoom levels, which are actually lower than the standard weapon, but with the same bonuses. 2.5 times zoom and 5 times zoom on the Prime, rather than the 3 times and the 6 times on the standard weapon. And that makes it easier to use, so much easier to use in tighter maps like Grenier ships and Porpoise ships, which can be very cramped. It's not all amazing though. The 5-round magazine means you're reloading pretty often, and while 2 seconds isn't bad compared to the original 2.4, it can still feel rather clunky, as well as the fact that it's only got a max ammo count of 77, and it uses the sniper ammo type, which is the rarest of them all. So if you get unlucky, you can run out of ammo pretty easily. So using carrier with ammo case is definitely going to be a useful thing to have while you're using it. So for modding the Rubico Prime, I decided I was going to add 2 formers to this, which means we're going to end up with 4 Vs in total. In terms of modding, Serration, Split Chamber, pretty much standard, Point Strike, Vital Sense, same thing. Then everything else is kind of how I've found best to mod it. Like, you can definitely go your own way, but this is how I've found to be the strongest combo that I've actually tested. So I've got Malignant Force and Rhyme Rounds on here for viral procs, gives us a 50% status chance, which is really nice. If you only go with one of these dual stats, it drops it down to 43%, which is actually still fairly decent with the fire rate on the Rubico, so you could actually put a D polarity on and go with Prime Cryo rounds if you wanted. But for now, for this build, I have got the Rhyme Rounds in here for the additional status chance. Then we've got Hunting Munitions, which means we're going to potentially get a slash proc whenever we crit. And because it's a sniper, it's going to be a huge slash proc. I've seen numbers 26, 30,000 slash damage, like bleed procs. It's been incredible. Like, it's really good. It's totally worth putting this on here. And then I've gone with Argon Scope. If you are actually very accurate, if you are confident in your aim, definitely go with Argon Scope here. In every single test that I did, Argon Scope came out ahead of Bladed Rounds because of the orange crit multipliers and things like that, which if you go with Bladed Rounds, you won't get this. Plus, this is more reliable. You don't have to rely on actually killing. You just had to get the headshot. So at lower level, Bladed Rounds is probably going to be just fine. If you're going to start pushing this into like elite alerts or enhanced armor sorties without corrosive projection, stuff like that, Argon Scope every single time. This build is incredible. I have taken down, like, I'm going to show a little bit later in the video, like 4 level 155 heavy gunners in 10 seconds with this thing. And that is with viral against something is strong, corrosive is normally strongest against those things. So it is absolutely brilliant. That combo of viral to half their health, plus the slash procs from Hunter Munitions, with the orange crit multipliers from Argon Scope, is a very potent and very strong combo. This is the way I would mod it. You could also play around with target acquired if you wanted. Bladed Rounds is an option here. Bane mods are also an option if you want them, but this is the one that I have found to be the strongest combo to actually run with. So what do I think of the Rubico Prime? Well, you know what, this thing is incredible. Let's be real, it looks amazing and it sounds it too. I love the way it sounds when you fire, the crack of the shot when it fires around. I love it so much. It's got some really amazing theatre to it. Which, you know, I mean, you know me, it goes a really long way from me liking a weapon if it's got that theatre around it. But the thing is, it also has the performance to back it up. Take a look at this really short clip here. I mean, it's short because 4 level 155 heavy gunners in around 10 seconds, provided you can land the headshots. It is a beast. Combine that with slash procs from Hunter munitions with a viral proc halving their health. The slash procs completely ignoring armor. And you have something that scales amazingly well. Takes down the heaviest and the most heavily armoured targets with ease. But with a 3 out of 5 disposition too, you can get some really good numbers on a ribbon. Get some crit chance, some crit damage, some multi-shot or raw damage, and you can push this thing through the roof in terms of damage and scalability. If you're lucky enough to get a minus zoom, that increases usability so much, allowing easier acquisition of targets and greater accuracy. The Rubico Prime is a fantastic addition to the game. I am a huge fan of snipers, so to get another option other than the Vectis Prime was awesome. But one as good as this, I'm as happy as a bug in a rug. I totally recommend getting the former on here as soon as you can. If you like your snipers, you are going to absolutely love this. I hope you enjoyed my look at the new Rubico Prime. More videos on the new Prime stuff coming as soon as I can. And as always, many thanks for watching, and I shall see you in the next one.